Chet, did you feel like the energy or the execution was kind of the difference maker in that opening first quarter and just the difference in this game?
I mean, I think the biggest thing is they came out and played with more force than we did. Execution, you couldn't even get execution into the game because they just took us out of our stuff with force. So we gotta equal that force and be better.
Chet, when you say they forced you out of your stuff, like what are some of the small in-game battles you're tracking? Some of the ways they're doing that you want to avoid?
I mean, it's not complicated. They just wherever they wanted to go, they got there. They didn't let us be in their way or anything. They did what they wanted to do, and we didn't stop them. So. Yeah.
And so before it, ballooned to 35 and then 40, like obviously in the Memphis series, you guys came back from 31. Just what was sort of different about this game?
I mean, I'd say they're a really good team. They're in the Western Conference Finals for a reason. They played with more of an edge tonight than we did, and it showed. I'd say that's the difference. It's not like an X's and O's thing or anything complicated. It's pretty simple.
First couple games, you guys made it really tough on Ant to get any kind of a rhythm going. Why do you think he was able to really take control of this one from the opening tip?
I'd just say you got to give him credit as a good player. He's gonna watch the film, make adjustments, and see where the cracks are for him to insert himself in the game. We made it tough on him the first two games, and credit to him and their team and their coaching staff for figuring out ways to make it different for Game 3. It's not anything unexpected. We didn't expect them to just kind of hand us the game or anything, and we have to do the exact same thing they did. We have to go back and watch and see why what they did worked, and then figure out how to counter that.
Chet, you said they played with more force, more of an edge. I mean, why do you think that you guys weren't able to match that?
I wouldn't say that we weren't able to. We didn't. So.
Is that hard to get going mid-game? I mean, we've seen you guys do it before, have big comebacks. Why was tonight maybe different?
I mean, first of all, I'd say we've done it before, but we have to be better from the jump. And I'm always going to look at myself. I'm out there at the beginning of the game, so it starts with me at the end of the day, and I have to be better from the jump. Once you put yourself in those positions, especially playing against really good teams, you don't want to bank on that. We've seen it happen before with us and other teams, but at the end of the day, it's about giving yourself the best chance throughout the whole game, and putting yourself in a big deficit like that isn't what you want to do. So we have to be better.
Games like this are such an anomaly for you guys. Are you more after a game like this? Are you more of a throw it away, forget about it, or are you somebody that wants to get into the film and see all the things that you guys can improve on?
I'm going to get into it and see where I can be better. Our whole team is. The coaching staff's going to. Everybody's going to look and see where they can be better. Because we have a group of guys that really care. So, at this point of the season and after a game like that, nobody's thinking just throw it away or scrap it. There's lessons in there where we can all be better, myself, everybody included, and we're going to do our best to take those lessons and learn from them.
Anybody else? Chet.